Welcome back. We're joined today by the Alston Junior Ensemble of Boston String Academy. Now, if these students are looking for inspiration for how far they can take their music, they need only look up to this group. Boston String Academy's youth ensemble are already seasoned global musicians, having performed on stages in Europe and in South America. But they continue to be the embodiment of practice, 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 to get them to the ultimate stage, Carnegie Hall.
We entered a competition. They've invited just a few ensembles, and they're ready.
The group will perform at the Progressive Musicians' upcoming Laureate Gala. With the clicking of a metronome from their instructor Anthony Morales, or Mr. Tony as the students call him, guiding them through rehearsal, they're fine-tuning the notes and phrasing and watching and listening for the cues that will bring them closer to perfection. Fiona Yuen, a senior at Boston Latin School, is also the group's concert master.
It's definitely difficult to keep up that discipline to practice because I think it can be kind of unmotivating if I feel like I keep on making the same mistakes or I feel like I'm not improving no matter how much I practice. But I think definitely what keeps me going is the community again. The people who I've met through music, I feel like I've met some extremely motivated people who've also motivated me to keep going.
Each student in the program speaks about the importance of the BSA community. For Ana Cardona, a Venezuelan native, BSA was a piece of home.
Immigrating to the U.S. was sort of such a crazy roller coaster that BSA actually was the most familiar thing that I could go to, not only because the director spoke Spanish, so that I wasn't as lost as I was in other environments, but also the environment here is very similar to El Sistema. The teachers are all really involved in the students and each student's individual journey. The community aspect is really important and it's really prioritized. Essentially what they tell us is that an orchestra sounds better if they know each other better and if they care about each other. So we're encouraged to befriend each other just so that the dynamic of the orchestra can be better.
Cello instructor Michal Shane says the community building happens on the stage too.
Teachers are in there. It's everybody together and they're getting to hear professional sound every rehearsal. For us as teachers, we have to always be on top of our game, right? So it's like this nice, just a beautiful dance that happens between teacher and student.
Wow. Maria Esther Alvarez is back with us. Now, your fellow instructors said that your model is a beautiful dance, quote unquote. Students and instructors playing side by side. Is this something that's unique to your program?
I think so, because we want to give the best model and we want them to feel confident.
BSA has really brought incredible global opportunities to your students. I mean, Carnegie Hall. I mean, gee, that's fantastic. Is that the end of the road for these students, or do you have aspirations for other venues beyond Carnegie Hall?
Well, Carnegie Hall is the most famous hall in the world. I think I would say the most known to everyone. Every musician wants to be there. But this is just a road. I mean, we want to go everywhere and continue traveling and getting to know more people, more musicians, more places.
How many of your students pursue music as a profession?
Well, right now we have 2 in music schools.
And about how many students do you think are thinking about making a career out of music?
Well, from the 5 seniors that we have, at least 3 will go to music school.
Okay, now talk about what it takes to build up to this level of performance. What kind of hours of practice do the students have to engage in?
I think the most important is to have consistency. I mean, the practice is intense, and we do it only twice a week. I mean, when I grew up, it was every day, but here students are very busy. But as long as they come in to every rehearsal, they're practicing at home, and then we have goal after goal that keeps them motivating and keeps them going.
Now, when the students come into the program, do they have any musical knowledge? Do some of them have some music, or do they all start from zero?
No, we start from zero. I mean, some musicians, some young musicians join us after a few years when they were studying somewhere else, and then they can come in, so it doesn't matter. But we start them from scratch.
Okay, and do you provide the instruments? Where do you get the instruments from?
Yes, we have a partnership with the Johnson String Project. It's part of the Johnson String Instrument, and we have partnerships with different stores and different foundations. So we rent it from them and then to give it to the students. We also receive grants to purchase our instruments when they're older and they need higher quality instruments, and receive donations and loans.
Okay, this all sounds great. Okay, now we're going to hear another song. Yes, we're going to hear Minuetto and Trio from String Quartet in D major, D94 by Franz Schubert. That's just beautiful. We have more music, beautiful music from the Boston String Academy when Cityline continues.